Hi guys, it's been a week or so since my last video, and since I don't really know how this video system's going at the moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and do one every week or so, until Fishy tells me otherwise. Basically, I've been trying to think of a topic to be doing, but it's been fairly difficult because I don't really know what is relevant for the YouTube, and I wanted to do something that kind of is like close to myself and also would maybe help people who are watching this video. Um, I actually only really decided on it about half an hour ago before I did this video, because I went to get a tattoo today and I realised it's pretty much the first massive thing that I've done, like that in my own in confidence, if you know what I mean. I am confident that it is good, that it looks good. I mean, it's on my back, it's quite difficult to see. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. And also, it's pretty much the first thing that I've kind of realised I don't mind if other people don't like it, because I do. So I think the subject of this video is going to be about self-image, basically, and I know it's really cliche, but you know, being yourself and being true to your own personality. A few years ago, I went through kind of a rough patch in my life, and I started talking to a counsellor who just helped me sort through my thoughts and get everything out onto the table so I could like sort through it properly. And she came to realise and told me that I have what's called an external locus of evaluation, which basically means I lack the ability to evaluate myself by myself. I mean, it's not even that I constantly dislike who I am or that I really like who I am. I don't know. Basically, I can't look at myself and say, oh, I'm pretty, or oh, I know this part of me is ugly, or this part of me is ugly. Which is probably the reason why I've always tended to lean towards the negative end of the spectrum in terms of confidence and self-consciousness, for fear of coming across as arrogant, which is what I fear more than actually being unattractive or whatever. I'd rather my personality was nicer than how I actually look. And but now I think I'm getting over that. Now that I've come to university, and I mean, I'm still not all the way there. I still have occasional episodes where I just can't work out whether I am pretty or not, but a lot of the time I'm getting more confident in myself, which is a lot thanks to like all my friends who have helped me and encouraged me all the way through. And I'm starting to come out of it, because a lot of the way through high school I spent most of my life a lot of it pretending, or just amalgamating bits of everyone else's personalities onto my own, because I couldn't work out what my own personality was and whether it was good enough or bad, or good or bad, basically. So I just copied everyone else, and I basically became this amalgamation of random people, and it was a bit weird trying to like sift through what exactly was my own thoughts and what were my opinions and what were other people's. So I think basically what I want to try and say is that it's not a good place to get to. Really, ideally, you want to be able to know exactly who you are, which is incredibly difficult in itself, but at least have an idea of your own personality, and try not to let yourself be too influenced by the people around you. I mean, it's going to happen. Humans are like social animals. They automatically kind of pick up on cues from other people, which is perfectly natural, but don't let yourself become like someone else simply because you want to be accepted. That's like the worst thing you can do. That's what I did for a long time. And it just didn't work, because I realised that these weren't the kind of people I wanted to be around, because I wasn't like that. I wasn't like these people I was pretending to be like. which led me to like the best group of people I could possibly find in my school. And well, we weren't popular. We weren't like in with all the fashions and the latest gossip and stuff. But I think we had probably the best time at high school. And it made me realise that everyone has their place in the world somewhere. Whether you find it in high school like I did, I realised who I was in high school and the kind of person I am, and I'm still developing that here at uni. Or you might not find it so quickly. You might have to kind of go through school, or maybe not go through school, get into a job and roll your way through that and find yourself halfway through there, find yourself in your job, in your career, or even just find yourself in a completely different country. I mean, it's basically, I don't know, I like to think of it as like a niche. That's a biological term, which means a niche is an organism's habitat and the role it plays there. And every organism has one. And so I personally believe that every human has one. It's just a matter of finding it. And I think once you do, then life becomes a lot more enjoyable and a lot more livable, and it stops being a matter of an animal surviving for the sake of survival. You become a human living for the joy of life. That's really quite philosophical, especially for half 10 at night. So yeah, this was a bit of a ramble really, but yeah. Ooh, bad, sorry. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, because really this video didn't make much sense in the first place. So, and I need to go back to notes. So yeah, if you've got anything you want to talk about or anything, just send me a message or put a comment down there. More than happy to talk about anything, like the weather it is in your country, or if you want advice about anything. I mean, I'm maybe not the best person for advice, but you know, we can always talk and maybe help you through what you're thinking. Yeah. Always here to chat. Alright, I'll see you next week. Bye.